Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
They run here with a second-year man from UNC, Javonte Williams.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So this game of ours, Charles, you know, the talk of the NFL world all week. Two unbeaten teams. You rarely see such a matchup this deep into a season.
I would agree with that because normally you might get one team undefeated for a while. But two teams like this, and I remember in preseason you looked at schedules and said, I think these two are on a collision course. It'll be interesting to see if they actually get there, and they did. And to me, the winner of this game has to wear the crown of Super Bowl favorite.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 19-yard line. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And here's the 6-year man, Austin Eckler. Pass at 20 for a short gain, 2nd down. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass.
He gets this out to Spiller.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger 1st down.
The Chargers at a perfect 5-0 here to begin the campaign. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Play action. It's Herbert. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Baron Browning from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Throwing on second and long. Herbert. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Show some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
Think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches have given, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now it's Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Another try after the first down sack. Herbert on the screen. This is Eckler.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for third down.
Playing pass all the way.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down.
On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. Hopkins' kick is good, and the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And this ball game, clearly the game of the year so far. It's not very often that you find 2 unbeaten teams playing each other this late in the season, but that's what we have here. 2 heavyweights in the NFL.
You're right about that, and you think about recent memories, so let's take a little ginkgo right now and go down memory lane, right? 2007, 7-0 Colts, 8-0 Patriots. The Pats won 24-20. They ended up going 16-0 in the regular season before they lost in the Super Bowl against the Giants. How about 2015? 6-0 Broncos, 6-0 Packers. Denver won 29-10. And in 2020, Steelers and Titans were both 5-0. Pittsburgh won that one.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Wilson to throw. That's caught left side by Judy. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Jerry Jeudy took a step back from his rookie numbers in 2021 while battling an ankle injury throughout the season. They're definitely hoping the arrival of Russell Wilson can help him reach his ceiling as a former 15th overall pick. Jeudy came through there with a chain-moving catch.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
From the 44, Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. To throw again is Wilson. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Albert Okuwebunam, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And here comes a return. And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And fantastic field position has... outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. A Up the middle, it's Williams. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Wilson. He's got it. Touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. McManus's point after is good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
And he's got room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers have cut it back within a score. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. And this is going to be returned from middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result had he opted for the touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. The first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right? Trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now it's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's 3rd and long now for Wilson and the Broncos after that sack.
Back to throw. Wilson. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert.
Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
A Charger first there as Herbert finds Williams.
He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. Not only his first catch, first time they've targeted him.
That doesn't make any sense, does it?
Not
because
at all.
Those are the types of plays that he provides. When he does come alive, when they do look his way, not only is it a big catch, it's a first down.
They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. Touchdown, Chargers! Calvin Ridley in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And it's now 17-14.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand off here to Eckler.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. The slot man in motion right.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 18. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Williams. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Here's Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
On 1st down, Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Throwing is Wilson. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Going up top. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Charger drive about to get going. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Here's Herbert.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the 1st, getting 14 yards on the scramble. On 1st down, it's Herbert.
He dumps it to Eckler underneath.
And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. Over the middle, complete. It's Williams. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. To the air again, Herbert.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
On second down, Eckler. And some room to run now. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, L.A.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like, they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
On 3rd down, Wilson. And this is caught by Williams. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Wilson now off the bootleg. This will be caught at about the 6. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by McManus is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Charger drive about to get going. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
Flushed out right. His throw incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. This is fielded at the 27. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Throwing now is Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all three timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. It's Eckler again. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up third and about 6. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Herbert. And Allen's got it.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
And this defense, they needed that one more stop to have any chance, but that completion, that's likely going to seal their fate.
And you could hear it in your voice, that one more stop.
I feel their pain.
Oh, it was so important. They just didn't get it done. Wow, what a way to finish this one off.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Eckler now between the tackles. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach, he's in big trouble.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.